and happy Wednesday. It is time for Coffee and Conversations with Jennifer, Simplicity Coach, and I want to remind you that organizing isn't complicated, time is sacred, and money is a renewable resource. So today's topic is why aren't we? It's a question. Why aren't we getting healthy? Why aren't we getting organized? If you have a business, why aren't we getting anywhere online? Those are three really big questions. So why aren't we getting healthier? We spend trillions of dollars on healthcare every year, but yet waistlines are expanding and diseases are rising. So why aren't we getting healthy? If you have a business and you spend a lot of time studying social media and algorithms and all the rules to the game, then why aren't we getting anywhere? Why aren't our numbers growing? We're doing what we think we're supposed to be doing. And in terms of our homes, we get rid of stuff, we declutter, we purge, we take things to the Goodwill, carloads at a time, but why aren't we getting organized? So why aren't we getting healthy? Because the deck is stacked against us. Government and American cancer societies and American heart societies and all these things that we pay attention to that also provide us with regulations on what we should eat. Recommendations, really, not regulations. But under the hood, they're taking money from private sector industries. They're taking money from the meat and dairy industry. They're taking money from Monsanto, and these people have loads of money, loads of it. And they send them to Washington, and they have lobbyists, and that's how we get recommendations for things. So we're not getting healthy because who profits from that? Who's going to pay for an advertisement? The broccoli's not going to pay for a healthy advertisement. So why aren't we getting healthy? Because no one profits on a healthy America. That's what I think. That's what I know. It's not what I think. It's what I know based on research. So if you have a business, why aren't you getting anywhere with your business? Because the algorithms are stacked against you. One, they want you to pay for, it's kind of pay to play. Instagram and Facebook, they have allowed businesses to separate their accounts, so a personal account versus a business account. And if you have a business account, then they want you to pay. And if you pay, then you'll get in front of people's eyes. And if you're not willing to play their game by their rules, then it just gets shuffled under there. So you spend all this time and you end up wasting a lot of time, really, in your own business trying to make an impact when you could be doing something else. The deck is stacked against you. Why are we getting organized? We purge, and I know I talk about how organizing is a simple 4-step process. It is sort, purge, move things around, sort and purge again, that's kind of 4 already, and then get organized. So there's a bit of a personal responsibility on our relationship with stuff. But why aren't we getting organized? Well, the deck is stacked against us. We're told and sold to get a bigger home, to get a new car, a nicer car, to get a storage unit if you've run out of space, to buy more. The clue usually lies within our diet. Just like why aren't we getting healthy, there's a clue there in our diet. What are we eating? What are we watching? The same for organizing. What are we paying attention to? What are we consuming? And it's really easy for me to say these things, and it's not always easy to digest it because you're like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't pay attention to that stuff. They know what they're doing. They spend millions of dollars on advertising a year. So they expect to see a return on that expense. And they're good at it. They know what they're doing. Social media, for example, they created the platforms, and they're on record talking about this, you can research it. They created the platforms to be addicting, and they hired experts who designed like slot machine games in Las Vegas to help them design the platform. So they wanted it to be addicting. The more that a user is on social media, and the more addicting it is, the more they come back, then the greater it is that they can sell ad-based businesses. Well, then there's a manipulation part, and the manipulation really is how the algorithm works. So with social media, they had two options with business models. They could charge for it. So if you wanted to use Facebook, you'd have to pay a monthly price, or they could sell ads. Well, they probably figured they'd make more money on ads, and imagine that's correct. So we know what they went with. We don't pay for Facebook. We don't pay for Instagram. And so within that, they've designed the algorithm to feed you things that, let me back up. So if I wanted to create an ad on Facebook for a mom who is between the age of 40 and 45, who lives within 10 miles of Belmont, who has 2 kids, maybe one goes to Gaston Day, she likes to go to the Whitewater Center, and she drinks wine with her friends. I can target that specific person on Facebook and will have a great return on my investment, my ad money, because we tell Facebook that stuff. We as the consumer, the user, we tell Facebook all that. And so they then use it and repackage it and sell it. It's the modern targeted marketing, and it works really, really well. So there's a manipulation there. Not the businesses who advertise on Facebook are manipulating, but it's the way that the system or the engine is set up. So when we're talking about organizing, why aren't we getting organized? We get rid of things all the time, but we also are consuming a very heavy fat diet of more luxury, more jewelry, more shoes, more travel, more everything. It's like more is better. And marketing has been selling us this for a long time. This isn't new. But our modern day world of constantly being addicted to social media, thanks to them, that's not our fault. They did that. They knew what they were doing. And so we buy, we consume, we buy, oh, it's on sale. This influencer said that this is X. I want to get it. And then our homes fill up again. The deck is stacked against us. And so it's all a hoax. It feeds our minds, and we have to really be mindful of what we're feeding our mind, what we're feeding our soul, and what we're feeding our body. And really know that there is no magic pill. We all want to believe that there's a magic pill. There's a magic pill that's going to make us skinny. There's a magic pill that's going to make us $1 million in our business. Or there's a magic pill that's just going to come in and organize. And don't believe me, I've been asked before, don't you have an organizing magic wand? No, I don't. There's no wizardry that I have that you don't. No secret knowledge that I possess that you don't, that's going to come in and get your house organized. It really comes down to a simplification, simplifying what we're consuming, simplifying our diet, simplifying our food, voting different with our dollar, and voting different with our time. So that's my topic for this week is, why aren't we getting healthy? Why aren't we making an impact online? Why aren't we standing out in the online crowd? And why aren't we getting organized? And we're plugged in. We don't have to be. There are many different levels. But a lot of us are plugged in on a level that we don't even realize that we're plugged in on. So we have to take it out, unplug, reassess, simplify, question everything, research, understand, look for the dots, connect them, see where the truth is, and then decide what is it, what level do we want to plug back in on, if we plug in at all. Social media. Where are you spending your time with your business? What are you eating? Okay, I'm going to take a quick tangent on the eating. There's this personal responsibility with health that it's calories in, calories out. All you have to do is eat less and work out more. And it puts this responsibility on you. Like, that's your fault that you're not healthy and that you're not in shape. That's not really true. There are things in our food that trigger certain areas of our brain to want more of it. Salt, sugar, fat, and oil. And companies know this. So processed foods in particular, all of that is engineered. When you look at an ingredients list, if that has a ton of ingredients that you can't pronounce, or it just sounds like a chemical lab, stay away from it because it's probably going to do things to your brain. You know, Coca-Cola used to use cocaine in their formula, so you really want to look at what you're eating and question that. Organic isn't just a trend. It is, the seeds are non-genetically modified. They're not sprayed with pesticides and they're not sprayed with herbicides. Why does that matter? Those things are really bad for your liver. So, quick tangent, it's not just personal responsibility, but it's also what we're told and sold by the folks that we pay attention to. Well, maybe now is a really good time to question that, to see if they have our best interest at heart, or maybe they have their pocketbooks in mind, rather than our own health, our own business success, and our own home, and how organized and how clutter-free it is, or how cluttered it is. Most companies don't care about that. So, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. You can catch me next week for Coffee and Conversation at 3, and these are always uploaded to YouTube. There's a playlist on my channel, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can watch it obviously on the Facebook page or on YouTube. But I hope you have a great day and a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.